in the United Arab Emirates, an Israeli woman citizen, an Arab, and yes, it's true that she's hostile to Israel's army apparently, and apparently hostile to Israel, but nonetheless, she's an Israeli citizen, and she had been probably unfairly, I mean, because according to the circumstances, it has to be, or it is apparently unfairly, she was accused and convicted of possessing some amount of drugs in order to sell the drugs. And she was originally sentenced to death, and the death sentence was commuted to life imprisonment. So I know that she is apparently hostile to Israel or to Israeli army. Nonetheless, to Israeli soldiers, nonetheless, I think it is only moral for the state of Israel as a state to try to help her the way I really wish Poland would help Janusz Walus, imprisoned in other countries, such as the United States, I know, when I think in Britain. So, yes. But, all right. The other thing, of Israel is, of course, hostile to Poland, like the new Prime Minister of Israel, the temporary Prime Minister is Yair Lapid. He was Foreign Minister. He spoke bad things about Poland, a lot of defamation, and also lies. He lied that, saying that his grandmother's, or one of his grandmother, was killed in Poland in the Holocaust, whereas both his grandmothers survived the Holocaust. The thing is, yes, his father was actually, I don't know if it was planned or not planned, but yes, it was probably planned. He was one of those who Kastner traded. There was a certain Zionist figure called Kastner. He negotiated with officers of the SS to trade a few Jews, to let a few Jews go eventually to Israel in exchange for telling the other Jews, hundreds of thousands, nothing would happen to you, you will be all right, they will not kill you, don't run away, don't rebel. And so they didn't run away. They didn't run away, they didn't rebel. And Eichmann, that was an SS colonel responsible for
killing the Jews.
Yes, he said afterwards, Kastner gave me such a good time, so there would not be anything similar to the uprising of the Warsaw Ghetto. Yes, that is that. So the Daddy Lapid, I mean the father of that Lapid, he was a friend of Kastner.
What was the name of the other one?
Kastner.
Kastner.
Israel Kastner, Reje Kastner, or maybe
Kastner.
Rudolf Kastner. I don't know, but...
But he was responsible for trading.
Yes, for actually deceiving most Jews of Hungary. And yes, Yair Lapid's father was Tony Lapid. Actually was called enough after Yugoslav prince for some reason, but yes, but they lived in Hungary. So regarding him and his attitude towards genocide, I made a video clip a few months ago.
Tutaj wideo zostało parę miesięcy temu zrobione. Tutaj Avner zrobił. Dotyczący właśnie tych nieprawdziwych informacji przekazywanych przez Lapida.
To his attitude, you can watch on Google because I don't have the system of screening it, unfortunately.
Także w Google można zobaczyć tam tą wypowiedź. Tutaj nie ma ekranu, więc nie zobaczymy.
Do ludobójstwa.
Do ludobójstwa. Tak, do ludobójstwa. Tak.
Jest...
Tak, Google.
Dobrze.
YouTube.
YouTube, tak.
When I saw the pictures, my whole body shook. When I saw the pictures of the butchered children, that's all it took. As I looked on those children, I hung my head and cried. God in heaven, stop this white genocide. I heard the songs the African sings about killing all the whites. Somebody explain to me how in heaven's name this is right. My fellow Americans, open up your eyes. God in heaven, stop this white genocide. I heard the songs that they sing, they're gonna kill all the whites. They're gonna kill all the poor farmers when Mandela dies. Somebody explain to me how in heaven's name this is right. God in heaven, stop this white genocide. God in heaven, stop this white genocide.
Another point is that my friend John Riggs, and actually his friend, who is dealing with making films, he would like to make a film about a history of a family who survived a farm attack in South Africa, and part of the family is in a camp constructed by poor whites or poor Boers who try to survive. The camp, like one of the camps for the destitute. And they run into economic differences after the riots which followed the arrest of the holy Zuma.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they say. To remind everybody that me and John Riggs made already a film, but I would like to very much improve it. The Good, the Bad, and Mrs. Hani, Dobra, Zła i Pani Hani, that the story of which, the fictional story of which, is that Mrs. Rajnatovic and Mrs. Djidzic from Serbia come to South Africa, then Mandela dies, then black riotists attack whites, and Mrs. Hani tries to attack Mrs. Djidzic and Mrs. Rajnatovic, and Mrs. Rajnatovic's manager, because she's a singer, saves her. Yes, so it is a comedy film, and I would like to improve it.
Dobra zła i Pani Hani, 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 Hani. Dobra zła i Pani Hani, 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 ni, Hani, ni, 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 ni. The good and the bad left. Mrs. Hani came and she asked, how you doing down there? The good and the bad left. Mrs. Hani came and she asked, how you doing down there? You see, Mrs. Hani, the people have no food, and in that last song I wrote about you, I didn't mean to be rude. The wars in Africa meant the men would take the woman as booty. Honey, 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 Tokrazwa, honey, 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 hey, Tokrazwa, honey, 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 baby. Dobra zła. Honey, 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 ni, 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 ni. Honey, na, 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 ni, 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 ni. Ni, 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 ni. The Good and the Bad is a movie that my cousin is making. Well, baby, my heart was breaking. Honey, 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 nee. Honey, 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 nee.